Okay, so work is defined as the the force applied over a distance, and the components are W for work, F for force, and delta D, which is change in distance. And the SI units for it are joules, or J. Just some other components of work. Well, the energy parts of work can be in kinetic energy, which is K equals half times mass times velocity squared, or potential energy, which is its potential energy at its resting position. So the mass of my book was 2.35 kilograms, and I pushed it over the distance of 1.67 meters. So before we actually plug everything into our work formula, we need to find force. And to find force, we need to find velocity. So in the velocity formula, we plugged in 1.67, which is what was our distance, and the time it took to push the textbook across that distance, which was 6.94 seconds. And then we used that 0.2406 meters per second, and we plugged it into the acceleration formula. So our final velocity was 0.2406, and our initial velocity at our resting point was 0 over our time, which is 6.94 again. And that turned out to be 0.3466 meters per second. And then finally we plugged that number into the force equation. F equals 2.35 times 0.3466, which turns out to be 0.81451 newtons. Now finally, now that we have force, amount of force, we can plug into our work formula. So work equals our 0.1451 newtons times 1.67 meters, which is the change in distance, and we got about 1.36 joules. So 1.36023117 joules of energy to push my textbook across that distance.